Greetings, badasses. Hey, how is it going? So I want to tell you about my wonderful... Hi, my name is Julia. This is the fucking yoga company. Yoga for the rest of us. All of the benefits, none of the bullshit. This isn't even yoga, it's Pilates. Woot, 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 woot. So I fucked up the other day. And let me tell you that it was, I feel like this is just what we do here. And that is I think we're gonna do a combo here. Sorry, I did all of the yoga, all of the videoing, all of the things, and guess what? I didn't post it. Oh my goodness gracious me. That's what happens when I don't have coffee, which I don't have it again today. I'm just trying to get my ass on the mat and get these things in the can for both of us. For both of us. I'm going to change this angle just a skosh. There we go. Sorry. I have a new setup. I got my new camera mounts, which are just, chef's kiss for this room. And I'm actually loving this new, the new camera is a learning curve. Have you ever gotten, I don't know, never mind. I'm going off on a rant and I'm not going to do that. So let us do some Pilates. Pilates is really good for you if you move. It's about the core, all about the core. And I want you to be able to move and groove. Mobility is the name of the game for longevity, and that's what we need. I'm going to throw some instrumental music in my ear. I do not like... let me change this. I'm getting way too emails from these folks. I got to change some settings. I prefer instrumental music when I am doing Pilates, because then I can really focus on what's going on in here versus kind of tuning into the lyrics. And that is not a bad, tuning into the lyrics is not bad. That's not where I'm at. I'm gonna, let's see, what do I want? Oh, I could just do this. I'm going to Willie and Lobo radio. I like Willie and Lobo. I was introduced to them many years ago, by Jeff and Jean Anderson. Well, was it Anderson? I don't know. I should look that up. Anyway, flamenco guitar and a gypsy violin, maybe? Is that what we would call it? Okay. Anyway. Oh my goodness gracious. I did sleep last night, so that's, amazing. This camera is not, I'm going to leave it. It's a little off kilter. If you're wondering if the image is off kilter, it is, and I'm not going to touch it because we're going to get started. Anyway, Pilates, all about the core, all about working things from the shoulders down to the knees, and the core is this is the one thing that is correct when you hear it, in exercise classes. The core is your power. It is. But it's also your mobility. It keeps us moving. It keeps us standing up straight. It helps us balance. Keeps us from falling. It helps us reach out. the core is essential to all of the things that we do as we move. So we want to strengthen that. We want to get it up and keep it strong. Phrasing. So let us do that. And I'm going to tell you again, no coffee. I can't see. I'm a little bleary-eyed. And we're going to do some combo. We're going to do a combo. We're not going to do that, but we are going to do these things. All right, so let's get on our backs. I'm going to stay in my lair just for a little bit. It's chilly here on the farm. I don't know where you're at, but it is about... we had a line of thunderstorms blow through here. It's 45 degrees. We had a line of thunderstorms blow through here night before last, and it just dropped the temps. Big cold front, which is, we'll get some rain. We need it. I'm happy. I will not complain about not having to drag the hoses around. Let's see. Did I give you anything else? Do I need to give you anything else? Sorry, no coffee. My brain's just not functioning right now. Hey, let's get this show on the road. I still can't believe I did. I can believe it. It's like, of course. I did all of that work, did the flow, got the video going, did it all. Didn't post it. It's getting posted next. I'm going to post this, post that, get this done, and coffee first. Ready? Let's kill this so I can get some coffee. All right, we did some pelvic tilts. God, my days are just blurring together. For the love of Pete. Things are just blurring together. Okay, let's go ahead and just start with some C curves. You know what? Let's do a little twisty and a little C curve. You know what? So if we're going to do that, I got to take off this. It's chilly in here, so we got to get going. Sorry, I'm just out of whack. That threw me when I came in to start recording. Okay. So we're going to start with a little pelvic tilt, but it's going to be a seated pelvic tilt. So it's going to be a little mini C curve. And let's start. So rock those glutes out from underneath the ischial tuberosities, the sit bones, and then get yourself up and nice and long and sitting tall. And it might feel like you're leaning back a little bit. You might be, but I want you to draw all your spine up, shoulders back, pull your pelvic floor up and in, low belly, belly button, ribs. We're just going to take our little I Dream of Jeannie arm, inhaling, and we're just going to tuck, 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 tuck. Inhale, exhale, up, 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 up. Feel how tiny that is? Yep. And come up. Now try to keep your legs relaxed. My quads want to fire up. Pull the pelvic floor up and in. It's going to be real easy to lose it here. Oh. I tucked my chin because I felt my nose starting to climb. Your head and neck can't help us here, even though they think they can. Four more. Starting to feel my adductors firing up. Two more. Last one. And up. Oh! Take a roll. Man, that might have been a strong one to start out with. But, what do people like to say? Go big or go home? Yeah. I think that's part of our problem. Okay. I woke up to more dog puke this morning. How about you? That's the fastest way to get me out of bed. Our puppy has decided to start eating our deck. They've all gone through that stage. We've replaced several rails. We're getting ready to replace a bunch of deck boards. If anybody has any brilliant suggestions on how to keep them from doing that, I would appreciate it. All right, so we did our little teeny weeny C curves, and now we are going to do a little modification of that. So we're going to continue along that route. I'm got about a fist width between my knees. I'm going to get a little more stretch out of my back. Woo! And now we just did that mini curve, right? We're going to add a little Superman action to this. So bring in your arms at a comfortable angle. Nice, round, hug a tree arms. Inhaling, we're going to exhale into that mini C curve. Bring those arms up, and now dive up and over. Let's call this one, and then unwind. We're going to call this one the Johnny Weissmuller. You can look that one up. Inhaling, C curve it. Take an inhale, lift those arms up, and now we're going to exhale. I want you to scoop up and over the waistband. And now, unwind. I just inhaled as I unwind. I messed the breath up is my point. Exhale, lift, and over. Now, take an inhale. There we go. Exhale, lengthen the back. Inhale, exhale. So I'm getting a little stretch and strength at the same time. But this is a big stretch. I'm releasing the tension. And then I'm working the core with that unwind and the C curve. Here we go. Take a breath. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, unwind. Scoop the belly there. And I had my arms up at that odd angle. And unwind. Woo! Take a little sway side to side. All right. We're going to add a little bit more to this, but this time we're going to fold and peel. No, fold and peel. I don't know how this one's going to work. All right. So we just bring our arms up here. Comfortable angle. Scoop the belly. I'm nice and tall. Inhaling. And now exhale, I'm going to reach and fold. So I'm reaching out, and folding. And I'm going to inhale. And now I'm going to roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Yep. Inhale. Let's reach, lift up over that waistband. Take it out. Now I'm not touching the mat. I'm going into parallel. Take a sip of air. And then unwind. Inhale, reach, lift those ribs up and over the waistband. It's an imaginary waistband for some of us. So again, we're going to get work and stretch. Controlling the core here. And then scooping a little bit deeper. Getting a cramp in those shoulder blades. I'm not actually getting a cramp in my shoulder blades. I'm getting a cramp under my shoulder blades. One more. Ooh. And release. Holy Toledo. Grab a little drink of water. All right. I want you to get a blanket, a pillow. You could grab a ottoman, a poof, if you have a poof. Someone the other day said poof to me, and I said, yes, a poof. It's like a thing that you put your feet on, right? I don't know. Maybe it's a new thing. I mean, it's not a new thing. Neither is the ottoman, right? It's from the Ottoman Empire, so. Okay. So I'm going to be leaning. Nope, that's too big. I need a smaller ball. I'm going to put that on my hunt down list. I don't know if that's in the frame or not. But anyway. All right, so I'm going to roll up my blanket. I need a smaller ball. Half that size. So one in between the orange one and in between. I guess I could use the orange one. But I'm going to grab. I don't have I have a bolster. Look at me thinking. My brain is starting to come alive. So grab a pillow. Grab a blanket. Grab a poof. Grab an ottoman. Something that you can lean on. And keep your back in alignment. So we can keep our weight out of our shoulders. So we're going to do a modification of a single leg stretch. Oh yeah, look at that. You could even use your foam roller. I suppose I could have done that too. All right, so I've got my back nice and long. I've lifted up through this rib cage. I'm going to come off my shoulders, right? Because I don't want to add any tension to my shoulders. And now we're going to do a single leg. This is a reverse single leg lift. Tuck the chin, pull the pelvic floor up and in, scoop the belly, inhale. And I want you to draw the leg up, right there. Feel that? And exhale. It's a scoop of the belly. I don't know how else to describe it. You'll find it. And when you find it, you're going to say, oh, fuck. Ooh, something just popped. All right. Pelvic floor. Really hard in this position. Low belly, belly button, ribs, lift up out of the shoulders. Inhale, tuck the chin. I'm going to go left leg. And down. Now notice I just let my leg go completely limp. I'm going to actually come up here and support my neck. My neck is trying to do some work. I don't want it to do that. And here we go. Actually, I like this a little bit because then I can come up a little with the body and add a little oomph to this movement. Relax those legs. Think of this, let's see, how could we think of this? As a nice wide bicycle, seated bicycle, inclined bike, an inclined bike. It's an inclined bike. Unclench the jaw. Think about the sternum. So I'm just trying to move the sternum and the shoulders. I'm relaxing my neck and head. Well, my head doesn't actually, I can't relax my head. I'm relaxing my neck. So that I'm just keeping that extra work out of it. All right. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I'm actually going to lean back and take a nice big stretch. Oh. Y'all need to get yourself a bolster. I will say, I have kind of love-hate relationship with this bolster, but Jeannie, did I get you this bolster with the buckwheat? I can't remember. Anyway, I like it because it's not going to compress like a cotton filled bolster would be. Come forward, take a little fold. But heavy. I mean, a cotton bolster is heavy too. And I do not like this one because it's got the zipper is on the long side. And really, I've told them this. The zipper should be on the end. They should have made the thing, put the zipper on the end, and stuffed it in the end. Because you can see, if I didn't have my blanket, I'd be right on top of the zipper, which I wasn't paying attention to. I mean, I can move the zipper that way. It's fine. But it's inconvenient. It's an inconvenience. I was trying to say that to my husband, the beard. We had a lightning strike here on Sunday. We had a lightning strike here on Sunday because Saturday was my birthday no, Saturday was not my birthday. Friday was my birthday. Oops. I'm going to delete this part. We had a lightning strike on the farm on Sunday and it blew our brand new well pump, the transducer on our new well pump. I don't fucking know where I was going with that story. So this is a great part to cut out. All right, we did our little leg lifts. We're gonna do some hip circles. Woohoo! Okay, so I'm back. Oh man, if you have one of these, this is just a lovely stretch right there. Oh. Okay. So we're gonna do some leg circles, hip circles. So I want my feet on the floor because we're going to go one side. We're just going to work one side at a time. I want to lift myself. Actually, I am going to come back here and help support my head. Pull the pelvic floor up and in, low belly, belly button, ribs. And I'm going to go right leg, lift, nice and relaxed. Here we go. We're going to go outside. And bring that foot in. Right here. That's your iliopsoas bundle. Woo. Okay, so I forgot to give you the tips and tricks. The goal here is to keep, did you see my legs start to wobble? I want to stabilize. That's why my legs are a little wider apart. And I want you to stabilize using the core. Low belly, belly button, ribs. Here we go. Left leg lift. And so make those circles small. 5, 6, and go slow to help stabilize those legs. Pull the pelvic floor up and in, low belly, belly button, ribs. Inhale, right leg. Here we go. And bring it in. So I noticed that if I lowered my legs slightly, I was taking my iliopsoas out of it. So that's what I want you to do to prevent any kind of cramping. Here we go. And down. 2 more sets. Oh. I'm going to do laundry and pull weeds. I've got to do a plant count. All right, scoop the belly, low belly, belly button, ribs. Here we go. And in. Oh, here we go. Zip it up. Inhale. Yeah, a mid-size stability ball would be great because the orange one would be too small for that. And I need to inhale. I'm going to inflate the orange one. I forgot to do that. Of course I did. Okay, we did our hip circles. We did our leg lifts. That was kind of a variation. Oh, no, we could do some. Oh, good. Okay, so we're going to go to our backs. We did our leg 6 C curves. We did our, we didn't do a teaser. But that's okay. we're going to come to our backs and do a couple things. And then we're going to move to our side. So keep that blanket available. And I am going to use my little orange stabilization ball for that, even though it is deflated. It needs to be inflated. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, that's okay. We'll just do this without the support. I was going to say we could have done we're going to do our, what are these called? Russian twists. I am going to use my stabilization ball, but I'm going to use it in my hand. God, look at that. Man, jam it. It needs to be inflated. All right. You don't have to use a stabilization ball. You can just prayer palm it, right? I'm going to rock and roll my legs to get my hip flexors relaxed. And I'm going to come down. Just do a little tilt. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to take my hands to the hip and back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Sorry, that was a terrible cue. I'm kind of rushing. Now, I have seen these done in exercise class, but everyone's doing them too fast. You could add a little weight here, but the weight of your body is enough. And grabbing a drink of water. All right, let's head to the mat. So we're going to do, let's do the windmills and the roll-ups. So let's do that, but we're actually going to go roll down. So, in control. Ready? Pull the pelvic floor up and in, low belly, belly button, ribs. Inhale, now let's roll down. Control, 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 control. Bring the feet up. And that's going to be it. I got to fix my clip. That's got to be in my way. I just need 4 more. I just need 2 more feet in this room. Okay. First world problems. Not an issue. Just get on. I got to move my clip though. Not a real problem. Here's what I'm talking about. I've never had a dedicated space to do any of this. And now I do. So I will reframe my thinking. Okay. Feet on the mat, arms in a Y shape. Pull the pelvic floor up and in. Inhaling to prepare. Low belly, belly button, ribs. We're going to inhale. Exhale. We're going to sweep these arms up to the knees. Inhale, unwind. And then we're going to exhale. Actually, let's just lengthen those arms up. Let's lengthen the legs. This is not working for me. We're going to do a full-on roll-up. Inhaling, windmill, and roll-up. Exhale. Lift. And then C-curve it. Bring the feet down with you. So that you can control that. Lengthen the legs. Inhaling. And exhale. Sorry, I was holding my breath there. You should exhale all the way through. I'm lifting my legs off the mat to help my control rather than using momentum. Here we go. And you could, let's try it with your knees up. Oh, you could shoot those legs out. I don't like that one. It's less controlling. That's not what I meant to say. Less in control. I'm going to lengthen legs. And I might have one more left. Let's try for 2. Really try to maintain that scoop of the belly. Taking a big rest. If I'm going to try 2, I need to prep. Here we go. I had to slow down because I want to keep my form. Oh, I might have one more left. And okay. Oh, give those knees a squeeze. Little rock side to side. I'm gonna roll up and grab a little drink of water, and I'm gonna grab my notes. So we did our, okay, we're back over here. So we did those. We did our windmilling roll-ups. Look at us. We only did 6, but hey, you know what? That's 6 more than I was gonna do. We did our single leg lift. We did our hip circles. Here we go. Let's do we're going to go to our sides, and this is where your blanket is going to help you out. So I'm going to lay, well, you might have a thicker yoga mat or a cushier yoga mat. I don't. Or if you have a actual exercise mat, I don't encourage you to do, in fact, let's change that language. I would prefer you did not do yoga on those because they're poofy. You know what I'm talking about? They're a pillow. They make a great gardening mat, actually. I've cut mine up. Stability ball. You can have your blanket. Maybe you still have a pillow or a couch cushion. I just want you to help support your ribs so that you're a little more out of this shoulder. Now, I'm not directly on my hip bone. Now I am, and I want you to rock slightly back so that you can feel the cushion of that glute med. So my belly button is at a diagonal to where that wall and the ceiling meet. Okay? Allows me to hollow out, takes the pressure off of my bone. Right, my bone's not doing anything for me right there. It's just getting sore. And we're going to take a little leg lift. Knee, this is a little side crunch. You can bring your arm and lift it up to the head. But I want you to lengthen this body and come off that shoulder as much as you can. Scoop the belly, rock back slightly, inhaling. Now I want you to bring your knee towards your elbow. And exhale. And bring it. Scoop. And 2 more. And go. Oh. All right. We are going to go to the other side. I got to mix this up because, woo! Okay, now I'm going to warn you, this side is going to be tired, more fatigued, more quickly. because it's been stabilizing. Oh, but this is a great angle. Okay, so this is me directly on my hip bone, right? And then I'm rocking back into that cushion of the glute med. Hollowing this out, lifting up the body. I'm going to bring my arm up. And here we go. Inhale and exhale. Scoop that belly. I was sinking into my shoulder. And one more. And release. Woo! That's going to leave a mark. Take a little fold. All right, here we go. Stretch. Little stretch. This is me procrastinating. Sorry. I was thinking about what we were going to do next. All right. Coming back to the side. Rocking into that hip, or out of that hip, actually. I want to get nice and lifted. And we're just going to go a little toe lift. We're going to go forward and back. Now the concentration here is not to rock back and forth. So I want you to stabilize here. Lift. So we're going to go heel, heel. And I'm going super slow because I want to stabilize the body so that I'm not rocking back and forth to accommodate. I'm going to lift the leg and move it rather than seesawing. No, not seesawing. You can see my body wants to rock with the movement of this leg. Ooh. 2 and 1 and woo. Say hello to those glutes. Here we go. This is the last one, and then we're going to stretch. That was me just rocking. That was this ball just rocking me right back into the right spot. Now remember, remember how slow we were moving because I don't want my hips to rock back and forth. If I'm doing this, I'm not in my core. I'm not stabilizing. Pull the pelvic floor up and in, low belly, belly button, ribs, lift the leg. And here we go. I'm going to go heel. I'm going to go heel, and I'm stabilizing the body. Oh, so hard. In fact, I'm going to have to shallow out my touch. I'm not going to be able to go all the way to the floor. This side is weak. That's all right. The stabilization comes here. A lot of the heat is here. In fact, I'm going to touch my rib cage to concentrate on my stabilization because it's not my booty boot that's having the problem. It's my core. I got to get up out of my shoulder. One more. Oh, wow. That was a challenge. Partly because I was tired, partly because I'm definitely stronger on one or feeling more secure on one side than the other. It happens. It happens in yoga all the time. You feel tighter on one side than you do on the other. I'm going to put this by the door so I remember to fill it up. Let us do some stretching. How about that? Mostly because I don't have any more in me. All right, I'm going to move my stabilization ball out of the way. Okay. Moving my blanket. We're going to do some wide angle stretching. We're going to do some mermaid stretching. Do a little Baddha Konasana. Oh. Now is when we feel these adductors, right? You've always hit, you know what, I don't want to say you because I don't know where you're feeling it. Let's take a little lean. Oh, right there. You feeling it right there. Oh. My hip flexors are the first things to get super hot. Like, it's after we do all the work that I get into these adductors. And then I know that they've been working. And lean. Oh my goodness. Oh, are you kidding me? Right there. In fact, I'm gonna put a little extra weight on that leg. I'm holding this side a little longer. That is why that one was such a challenge. I think it's so tight on that side. Oh. All right, we're gonna come in just to a little. I want you to straighten the spine. I'm not rolling over right now. I'm just coming. In fact, if you have a block, this would be a great place. The block actually makes this stretch in this position a little stronger because you're gonna keep your torso longer and you're pivoting at the hip. We hold these for just a little bit longer than is like, oh wait, tick tock, Julia. We want to get these stretched. Tight adductors, tight hip flexors, all will translate into low back pain. So we're just holding here. This is a pretty neutral position. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm definitely feeling my adductors. But so we can hold this for a little bit longer, right? So now we're going to amp up the stretch and I'm going to reach my right hand toward my left foot. I'm going to switch. Now I'm staying in this lean. Oh. And I'm going to come down just a skosh. And then ease myself out of this. All right, now to come out of this, we're going to go a little slower. I'm going to take the fingers behind my knees. Bring those in. Soles of the feet together, little scooch of the hips forward. I want you to hold to the shins and press elbows into knees. Oh, held those knees up. Oh, all right. We're going to go into mermaid. So I'm going to go right side first. My right knee is my right shin is in parallel to the mat. Okay. I'm going to turn my left knee in. Now, if you don't have the rotation on this knee to do that, go ahead and bring that knee out. Okay. You'll be getting this adductor stretch in a different position. I want you to be comfortable and protect that knee, right? All right, this is a big lateral extension with a little twist. So I'm going to bring my left arm up. I'm reaching out with my right arm, coming to that forearm. Here's our big lateral extension. Inhaling, exhale, rock around. Now we have done the mermaid. The mermaid is a also can be a Pilates move in that regard. Like we can do it in where we are, I don't know, I just lost control of the language pathways to my brain. Come on up, lateral extension. So we have done the mermaid in such a way, we're going to reverse, that it is a core exercise. That was a much stronger communicative sentence. I love to do the mermaid on the reformer. I wonder if I got my springboard. When? Just have to save up a little bit of money. Woo! And now we're going to switch. If we could do that with a spring. No, you definitely need a reformer, I think. You know what? I don't know. I'm not going to make that. Maybe a tower. Because a tower has a lever that pushes down. You could do it with a tower. I don't know if the springboard has that lever. We'll see. I'm going to lift my right arm nice and long and high. I'm going to reach my left arm out and come for this nice big lateral extension. Inhale, exhale, turn the belly button and rotate. Coming on up. And I'm going to peel myself off. All right, we're going to grab a blanket. And I'm still fighting this giant fucking bruise. So I don't know how well this is going to work for me. But we are going to do a little Ekapada Ustrasana. I'll just get the sore one out of the way. Right foot's forward. We're on the left knee. Big cushion there. Worm that right foot forward and take a hip flexor stretch. Lengthening the leg, a little fold here. And let's heel toe it out and around. Switch. Left foot. Worm that foot out. Press into a hip. Lengthen the leg, a little fold here. All right, let's heel toe that out and around. Now I'm changing this length of blanket because we're going to do a little frog in child's pose. And this is definitely going to crank my bruise, but so touch the toes, press the hips back, and come down to elbows. This is as far as I'm going to go. I'm not going to do a full frog because I have a massive bruise on my knee. I bumped into the tractor. My lovely, lovely tractor. It wasn't its fault. It wasn't its fault. I could stay in this position for a while too. It's big adductors, big adductors. coming on up. Oh, we're going to take forward fold, seated forward fold. There's a name for this that I never can remember. And reach. Mm. And unwind. We did it. We did it, my people. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't know what you got going on today. I hope that you are able to work it with grace and kindness. Please. Oh, I can't go there. I made the mistake of reading the news this morning, too, before I got in here. And so my brain was a little... just, you know what? Here's... Be kind in the grocery store. Yesterday was a zoo. People were not happy. I understand why people aren't happy. We're all on the edge of... We all have some... We're just all borderline anxiety disorders. As we can't go there. Hey, my name is Julia. I'm not gonna rant. This is the fucking yoga company, yoga for the rest of us. All of the benefits, none of the bullshit. Lots of other bullshit, not yoga or fitness bullshit. Ciao.